I would like to ask from where it all began.
It all started was roughly about 1 year ago.
So when you decided to sudden shift this, what was the reaction of your parents? Like your dad? Basically, this story is common with every Indian kid.
Back in the day, I used to design robots. Now I'm designing jewelry. I the 180-degree shift. It really takes a lot of internal strength and courage to actually pursue what you want. Because of me, my entire batch, we spent around 40 to 45 minutes that day just finding up the diamond.
So if not a jewelry designer, what would you be? Welcome to the podcast where young creatives step out of their shell and enter the world of jewelry design. Here we celebrate emerging talent, real stories, honest struggles, and beautiful journey from curiosity to craftsmanship. I'm your host Rajiv, and today we are shining a spotlight on another student stepping into the world of jewelry. Let's begin. Hello Akhilesh.
Hello,
How
sir.
are you doing?
I'm all good today, sir.
Okay, so actually the concept behind this podcast, I think the people who are watching this, they might be thinking, what is this pod and then cast? So the concept behind this podcast was, now pod is separate. Pod means the shell, the shell, like IIG is a shell, and inside those pods there are small, peas which comes out, and those peas will become, in Hindi we call it matar.
Matar,
Okay?
yes.
So that matar when comes out, it becomes matar paneer. It means that you transform yourself from just a pea to something extraordinary. In that process, you go through lot of struggles, and you start growing. You achieve something, and then achieve so many things. Not only just awards. It's not all about awards. It's about everything you say. Okay. So that was the concept behind it. So, and cast, because I'm casting the pods, so that's why it's podcast. Okay. So I would like to ask,
Yes, sir.
like from where it all began, like how you got to know about this course. I mean, not course in particular, but this hobby of yours that you want to become a designer, or you want to do designing. Okay, so how all you got these ideas, from where you got inspired? Can you start?
Yes, sir. So it all started, I suppose, while I was working in my company. It was roughly about 1 year ago today that the whole initiative or the whole process began. So I always felt the need for creative expression, but that was always suppressed in your natural environment. So when you work, or when you step out, and I started working, I actually got some time for myself, started exploring certain things, and I realized I really enjoy drawing and expressing myself. And so thought now or never. So I just stepped in. I started asking certain people about courses, and one of my distant relative had done a course in IIG. So that's how I came in contact.
Oh, great. So where you were working earlier?
Yes, I used to work in Tata Elxsi, Bangalore itself.
Okay.
And I worked for around a year and a half or so.
So your story is very similar to mine, because even I was when I was in school days. So during my school days, I was not good at science and maths and all. So and there was something like hidden talent which I discovered later on, that I can do sketching, and I was good with sketching. So then I decided, when I was very young, that time I decided that okay, I'll do something which is related to creative industry, creativity. So then I decided to get into designing. Okay, but not like you, because you were good in as you said that you were into IT company. So I was not that much studious, but your story is quite unique, different, where you have came out of that shell is created by people. Not it's not your choice.
By our immediate surroundings. They shape us as we grow, confining us to a particular path.
So it's not just your story. Actually, this story is
Yes.
common with every
Most of
Indian kid. When they grow up, they are not the one who will decide what to do next. It's
Always.
all their parents support, their guidance. Like, okay, you should do this, you should do that, and then later on when they grow up, they think that okay, now I am missing something in my life.
Yeah.
Okay, so now it's the time to follow my passion.
Yes.
So similarly, it's the same story, I think, everywhere. Okay, now when you came here in IIG, okay, so I think you have almost spent 1.5 years.
Almost a year. So yeah, 1.5 years.
Okay. So you have you took diamond gemology.
Yes, sir.
And
I had taken. I started with manual, side by side diamonds.
okay,
And then now doing gemology and CAD together.
how you are managing all this thing?
It's pretty hard to manage actually, but I feel it is necessary. I already spent a lot of time in corporate, and I think I need to quicken up the pace.
Okay. Again, going back to the journey, like where you started. So when you decided to sudden shift,
Yes, sir.
to a different industry, what was the reaction of your parents, like your dad especially?
Yes, sir. So it was a very strong reaction from not just my parents but from everyone, even my colleagues, my manager, everyone were like 12, 13 years you have been spending your life in this science domain, engineering, you've given your all. Why the 180-degree shift? So I think it really takes a lot of internal strength and courage to actually pursue what you want. Their reactions were, of course, confused, non-supportive, I'd say, at the beginning, of course. But then later on, I really think it's how we push through that the others later on, they kind of agree and fall in line with you.
Are they happy now?
I'd say they are getting along with it.
Yeah. No, it was you first who, initiated, when they said to do engineering.
Yes.
Now I think the table has turned, and now they have to accept this thing, like okay, now my son is going to become a designer, or he's getting into a total different field. So it's okay, fine. I think not today, maybe not immediate tomorrow, but at some point of time they will definitely be proud of you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what all you studied in your earlier, like in gemstones and diamond
Yes, sir.
classes?
So gemstones and diamonds, right now gemology is going on, but diamonds was a huge explosion of concepts for me, because initially we always think diamonds is nothing much, just stone grading, but when we go into the certification internal stuff, we get to know how even a small variation in color from D to E to F, there's a huge price gap. The whole diamond market, how it has evolved from the past, and how the companies like De Beers have shaped it to how it is today. And a lot of I think what really helped us is our instructor made us visit lot of stores as field visits, and giving us more of market exposure.
Oh, great.
Yeah, and we had price documented. We had visited different segments like Carrotly and corporate, and then individual stores, in-house stores, and we compared the prices, and we got a good thorough analysis on the market. So diamonds was a very good experience.
So you must have those tools also to identify or to do diamond grading.
Yes, sir.
So what all those tools you have used?
Basically, we start with the simple concept of 4-step and a 10x loop.
Okay.
And with that, it's basically a jeweler's hand-in-hand everyday tool, and we need to be very thorough with it. Further on perusers, we can do the minute inclusion, detailing through a microscope, which is not possible in everyday life, but we have been trained in all of those aspects.
So there are a lot of funny stories when the new students they join.
Yes.
So at the beginning they don't know how to use those tools.
Yes, sir.
So they make a lot of mistake. So is there any funny experience like when you started and then you did a very stupid mistake?
So as simple as it seems, holding a diamond on a tweezer is very hard. And diamonds are very tiny, as in they go up to 1 mm size also. So it's easy to flip the diamond from a forcep and it falls on. I think because of me, my entire batch, we spent around 40 to 45 minutes that day
Oh God.
just finding up the diamond.
So 45 minutes.
45, yes sir.
After that, class was over without anything.
Yes. we found it and we closed it for the day. That's
Okay, so you found that.
yeah, we ultimately
Fine,
found it.
fine. And okay, so after that, you finished your diamond classes. So is there anything extra you want to share, like any stories, like how everything shaped your knowledge about diamond, and then your entire process journey from beginning, like when you chose this course, diamond course especially, and then to become to reach at certain
sir,
level
yes,
for as per the industrial standards.
Yes, sir.
So what all you learned in this subject?
Yes, sir. So of course the 4Cs come in as a major topic: color, clarity, cost cut. And apart from that, we diverge deeper into each of the aspects. But I'd say what really matters is our practical, how many practical sessions we go through.
Okay.
We have done around 250 to 300 stones, and I believe that has been the major thing which has actually, because I'd say even a diamond, CZ, moissanite, they look very similar. It's only two practical extrapolations that we actually understand, and we reach a stage where we can tell, okay, I'm confident enough.
Yes. So now you have finished your diamond course.
Yes.
So in your family, the people, are they coming up with some jewelry pieces and then asking you to
Yes.
identify whether it is real or fake?
Yes. Surprisingly, a lot of people do that. They come and, Akhilesh, see, this is my earring. Can you tell if it's CZ or is it diamond?
Okay.
In a way, they wouldn't know, or they are either testing me. I'm not sure how it goes, but I try my best to tell. I mean, we need a loop, and that's the basic requirement. If you have a loop, anyone as a trained professional, I can tell.
Yeah, because sometimes in family there are members who will test you.
Yes, yes.
Intentionally.
Yes, yes.
But okay, let's check
test
whether
him.
he knows or not, or he's just wasting his time. But hopefully I think you have.
We have successfully
handled them nicely. Great to know that.
Yes, sir.
Okay, it's the thing is, when you do something, like if you are a designer or if you're an artist, you are an engineer, so the family members are your first stakeholders, who will test you.
Yes.
Like whether he has done his courses like nicely or not, or just he has wasted time.
Of course, sir.
Okay, so and apart from just classroom studies, what are the other have you do you went for any field study? So do you think that field study is equally important?
Definitely. I'd say it plays a very huge role. I mean, in classroom, we are very limited to not all equipments, as in we have basic equipments for our study, but industry operates on more automation. So we had been to Lakshmi Diamonds ka manufacturing unit there, and regarding diamonds, if I can diverge in, they had this diamond counter, testing counter. It scans and it tells the duplicates from the synthetic one from the original, and it counts.
Okay, so the machine is doing
yes, it counts also.
The
and grading, sir. It is. I mean, they didn't have the machine there, but there are devices for grading. But they had the counting because there are bundles of tiny stars and miles, and it's very hard to. Human error comes in, so machine always eliminates it. So we get in touch with the current existing technologies by doing field visits.
So now, do you think because you have done this course and you have learned everything, and then suddenly you go to industry for you start your professional career? And then suddenly you get to know that your job is being done by the machine after spending so much of money. So
yes.
What do you think, like how this is going to help, because see, a basic education, of course we need. We need to have the basic education.
Yes, sir.
Even if you know that there are machines, certain tools are there which can do our job quickly. So do you think that what you have done, or is it going to help you in future, and how?
Definitely, because machines are something which is localized to the area itself, and there is always a possibility that the machine can fail or it can malfunction, and when you cannot really afford your process to stop because of the malfunction, so you need the things to run through. And sometimes when you are, as you said, so people come and test us, but then even otherwise you go to other stores or places to procure, and they don't really have the capacity to own machines. So our internal knowledge, where we ourselves can assess the color, clarity, that comes in there.
Okay, so have you been to any like mine visit? Never.
No, sir.
Okay, because during our curriculum, we take our students to the mine visit. So last year I remember in 2022-23,
Yes, sir.
we went to Bangkok and we visited sapphire mines there. So it was a very nice experience, going inside the mines and then checking, like those rough stones.
Yes, sir.
So it was a great
There's
experience.
a question, sir, are we allowed to take it and put it in a pocket?
No. If they are kind enough, they will give you as a token of gift.
Okay. But we are not allowed to.
Yeah, it is not allowed. So it's they have certain rules, and also when you are going inside mines, you have to wear some protective gears and all. Yeah. Anyway, so I think enough of diamonds, and I think you're already doing great in this. Okay, and now you also have done jewelry designing.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if I ask you one question, because being a designer, what is design according to you?
Design, sir, according to me, it is process of expressing ourselves. Ideas, thoughts, they always tend to linger like clouds in your mind, but a design only comes into actualization when you can put it in your paper, you can present it in a physical form.
Great. Yes,
So-
absolutely.
I'd say it's a representation of ourselves on paper.
So what's your process, when you start designing? So from where you start everything?
Yes, sir.
From where do you start? For example, if I have to design something, a collection or just a piece.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what is the idea behind it? From where you start?
We start with the concept. I believe this is how I start.
Yeah, I'm asking your process.
Okay.
See, there are designers who follow different
Processes.
they have different process, and for example, if I have to start something, then definitely I'll do the trend and forecasting, like trend study.
Yes, sir.
What is currently trending? So what's your starting point? Like from where you start to from where do you get these ideas
Yes, sir.
to work on the concepts?
So any design which comes, I can take an example of a design which we did for our class, which would be a design teachers give up, or there are certain requirements, and I usually love to do a history analysis. I go back and study the historical significance.
Oh,
Maybe
great.
I'm doing a Baroque jewelry, so I'm gonna do some sketches of Baroque architecture first, and then study a little bit of their culture, their designs, their videos, really immerse myself into it, understand the flow, and then start up with the small concept, small prototype, and as slowly we iterate, evolve the designs.
Actually, that's very important. Like generally people think when we talk about designing, so they think it's a paper and a pen. That's all. Like you have a pen or pencil, and then you draw something on paper. That is
Yes,
designing.
No.
But that's not designing. That's a sketch drawing.
Sketch, yes.
That's a drawing actually. So whatever came in your mind, you just you draw on paper, and then you have a form something
design,
like
yes.
that. But a design should have a meaning behind it. Like what's the story behind
Story
it?
behind the-
For whom you are designing, for whom
Yes,
you are making. That
it
is very
matters. Yes,
important. Yes. Okay. So you start with taking inspiration.
Yes.
So what is your first go to take in, like from where do you take most of the inspiration? What inspires you a lot?
I'd say the visuals. Visuals, as in specifically speaking, images or architecture draws me a lot. And then I really like to condense those complex structures into variable forms. There's a lot of manipulation involved, wherein buildings or structures are physical constructs, but you need to add a lot of emotions and color into it. You need to understand if the person's gonna be able to, practicality comes in later, but then physically getting the form itself, form, shape, the structure, the essence of it, It is, as you said, sir, design is something which you can do simply, but you can go into through this stage, and you can get a really sentimental, really essence piece.
Okay, now Akhilesh,
Yes, sir.
you have learned everything from beginning, like like
it
in
was-
designing.
yes,
So
sir.
you started with line drawing,
Yes,
and then elements of design, and principles of design. So how much you think these all whatever you have learned are helpful in practical real world? Do you think like
Yes.
all these principles are useful in practical real world?
I'd say, sir, it's a little roundabout way of answering. Directly, it doesn't seem that it's useful, it's practical. But I'd say the whole journey that I've learned from scratch. Basically, I'm not from a artistic background,
Okay.
so I had to learn a lot from scratch. So the entire process helped me. I mean, whenever I'm drawing, I really started observing my. It's like a sense of mine which was closed before started opening up and started viewing the world in a little different light. So we started seeing your golden ratios, as you said.
Okay.
Started observing
Yeah.
them in nature, and colors of the trees, how they sway, the shape and texture of cars. So that really goes on to complement how we will view the industry itself, how we might express a piece of jewelry to our clients, to our customers. I don't think an artist, a non-artist, can explain anything as in the eyes of an artist. The essence would be different.
Okay. Yeah. So, what are the other skills you learned here in IIG?
Yes,
What
sir.
are the other skills you have learned? Like you only know about diamonds, designing you have done. Now you're learning CAD.
Yes, sir.
So, do you feel CAD or manual? Like which one is a little tougher to learn?
For me, sir, it's a personal background. I have an engineering background, so we used to design PCB boards. So CAD it comes in very handy. Back in the day, I used to design robots. Now I'm designing jewelry.
Okay.
But the hand manual stuff, I still need to work on a lot. Yes.
So, what are your future? Like you are about to finish your course, and
Yes,
then
sir.
you will get into the real world of
Yes, sir.
jewelry design. So, what are you planning to do?
Yes, sir.
Like there will be a lot of challenges you will be facing, of course.
Of course, sir.
So, how you are going to overcome all those things using to build yourself as a professional?
Yes, sir.
So, what's your next goal, next plan?
Yes. So this is just a general plan which I have is we have family background, so I have the advantage of not starting from ground zero. I have a certain base, so from there I really want to build something more of a custom creation for our clients. So a little bit more niche, a little bit more authentic, which is not really found in the market, in our local market, of course. And maybe little capitalize it more. I mean, of course I have the benefits, so we have a general collection there, but we don't have to stay there, so we can develop it in a more
Okay.
marginalized way.
Okay. Anyways, Akhilesh, now we have discussed everything like about your subject and your process, and now what's your next plan? Okay, so now this is our last round, which is rapid fire round. So
Okay.
I'll be asking you questions, and then you have to answer it spontaneously. Okay. So if not a jewelry designer, what would you be?
I would be animator.
Animator. Great. After learning manufacturing, what's the first piece you will make for your mother?
Oh, I have this thoroughly designed in my mind. I would make a mango mala. It's something which is very local speciality, I'd say, in our Mangalore style. So that's the
Yeah, I think it's very similar to Manga Mala, which
yes,
is in
yeah,
Kerala.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, sir.
Okay. So favorite gemstone?
Oh, amethyst.
Amethyst. Why?
I love the color of purple. It also, from a spiritual point of view, it signifies spiritual elevation and
Okay.
freedom and all that.
Okay, so now you have to choose one: manual designing or CAD.
CAD.
CAD. Okay, if you are going to Met Gala, okay.
Oh, okay.
So what would you design for yourself?
Something which complements. I really am a fan of black and white suits.
Okay.
So I would go in with a very classy one-piece necklace, a brooch, and a bracelet, which complements black, white, silver, golden tones.
Okay. So because you love CAD,
Yeah.
So which one is little difficult to learn? Matrix Gold or ZBrush? Which one you'll choose actually?
So honestly speaking, ZBrush is hard, but it is more rewarding.
Okay. Okay, now when do you get your best ideas? Late night or early morning?
Late night.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's great. Okay, classroom lecture or field study?
Yeah, a field study.
Yeah, most of the students will tell field study because they go out and
Yeah.
they do stupid things.
But
Nothing
yes,
related to designing, I know.
yes, sir. But the Hampi trip which we had really opened my mind to temple jewelry. It was amazing.
Great. A color that represents you?
Blue.
Blue. Nice. So, your dream jewelry brand to work with?
I really
And
like
it can be Indian or
works of Amarapali because of their use of gemstones, very culturally centered.
Okay, so what's the hardest technique you have learned so far?
As in
In manufacturing or in CAD or in designing?
Sir, rendering using paint.
Paint? I like that gouache painting.
Gosh, painting.
Yeah, even it's difficult to learn, I know.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so designing with music or designing with snacks?
Music.
Music.
Music it is.
Okay. So one advice for students going to start jewelry design.
In a general note, it's not gonna be easy, but if it's something which you wanna pursue from your heart, there's gonna be hard days. There's gonna be days where you're gonna, everything's gonna break down. Your teacher's gonna be mad at you. My entire gouache paint, sir, it got infected with fungus and everything had to throw off. So certain days are gonna be bad, but it's gonna be worth it because the end. I mean, we don't really work for the results. We really work for the process, and the process is what keeps us.
Absolutely correct. So it was nice talking to you,
Yes,
Akhilesh, and I hope those who are watching definitely can relate their story with him because I know, like when we are young, when we choose a particular path, and when we start following that path, there will be certain hindrances, there will be certain problems, and then you don't have any option. The only way to get over it is continuously you have to be persistent and you have to keep moving. So enjoy the process.
Yes.
Ultimately you will reach your goal.
Yes.
Okay, so thank you so much for joining us today. Your journey is inspiring and I'm sure it will motivate many designers. All the best for your future.
Yes, sir.
Keep designing, keep shining. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.